Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at 1inch, and just before we do, always look at Bitcoin first so we know exactly what's going on in the market, because if you don't know what Bitcoin's doing, you're pretty much doing yourself a significant disservice. If you're new to the channel too, keep this in mind. I'm not a financial advisor, of course, but I do have over 15 years of trading experience. My goal is to help you become a better, more effective trader. That's why I created a trading community to ensure that we all learn and grow as much as we can. I have a link in the description below for that. I actually send out signals as well as an added bonus. I share all my signals with my community members, so every single trade I take, I provide to you. So thank you so much to my patrons, of course, because this video is actually designed for a swing trade we have open with 1inch. We're soon to hit our profit target. So be on the lookout for some notifications here soon. We're going to check that out in a little bit. So first of all, Bitcoin one-day chart. Let's take a look here. Big picture, one-day chart, looking good here for Bitcoin, right? I think we're due for a retracement or a correction, because honestly, we've been straight up and over, so to speak, from 40,000 all the way up to almost 67,000. Okay, so that being said, we are still above the support and resistance channel. In other words, that was a previous resistance channel. Now it's considered a support. Therefore, the price comes down to somewhere in the range of 63.7 or 63,000.7. Upwards of 65,000, it should likely stay above, right? That's the consideration, and the reason why that's the thought is just based on the fact that's how Bitcoin does it. It creates significant support and resistance zones and stays above or below that. Now, all that being said, keep this in mind. Taking a look here at Bitcoin, we're well past time for a correction. So normally when you see a 9 on TD sequential, we should see the price come back down or at least go sideways. So if nothing else, we should expect sideways action for the next week or so. If it continues to try to leg up, I think it's going to get pushed down even harder. So bear that in mind. We are due to get corrected, and I'm thinking that Friday is a pretty strong consideration for a correction day because Fridays are very much red days. Either way, I digress. Taking a look here at 1inch, pushing up even further to that profit target, which is great. Obviously, we like to see that. But the main reason why we're here is obviously to see kind of what's going to happen moving forward. So big picture here, prices above both moving averages. That's fantastic. So we love to see that. Definitely making some higher highs. We'll take a closer look at the smaller time frame to identify, but all in all, there's a lot of good considerations here. We can see also this ascending wedge pattern here as well, where it didn't even go sideways as far as I expected it. It's actually going straight up right now, which is also good, but we want it to be healthy. So we're going to take a closer look at that and see kind of where we're at. But all in all, our size up over 70 on the one-day chart. So we should hope to see some type of sideways action soon. Keep this in mind too. If this one-day candlestick closes roughly where it's at, that'll be 3 white soldiers, and that's usually followed by a retracement. Okay. So I think we are due for a correction here, so to speak. We could see the price and should see the price continue sideways. That's my guess. But first, it has to hit that ceiling, and we need to know where that is. And looking back here, honestly, at the previous price action, I don't really see a lot of resistance zones where it's at right now. We've got a resistance, of course, coming up somewhere in the range of right around 5.525. So $5.25 would be the next major resistance, so to speak. We can take a look at Fibonacci as well and kind of see what's going on a shorter time frame. But all in all, looking pretty good here. Above both moving averages on the 4-hour chart, that's fantastic. Over 70 on the RSI, but I don't mind that on the 4-hour. That makes perfect sense. What it could do sometimes, a lot of times when the price breaks above 70 and stays above, that can be considered a support level. So the price keeps going up and over. We should likely see it bounce off 70. We never even got any divergences on the MACD yet. Tried a couple times, but it failed. So I think we are due for a correction or due for some sideways action here. So we're super close to that target there, of course, at 450, but we'll see what happens soon. Regardless, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1-hour chart and quickly identify where we're at with the cloud. Obviously, we'll be up and over, but as you can see here, take a look at this. This is a great thing about these bullish trends. The Ishimoku cloud is great about keeping the price above, so it works oftentimes as a support level. So if the price does digress and kind of come back down, it could bounce off of the support level here if it's going to continue on its merry way with its bull run. But we need to see some sideways action here because this is a bit of a steep increase. This isn't terrible, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't have that tried and true up over pattern. So we got that right here, right? Nice and up and over, up and over. Bit of a steep step up there, right? So we need to see some sideways action somewhere around 450 in order to feel comfortable with the next leg up. So I would say if we can't get that soon, we can't get some sideways action, it's going to retrace even further. But if all goes well, we get, I don't know, 4 to 8 hours of consolidation at least before the next leg up. That would be awesome. I'd love to see that. And very last thing here is TD sequential. We can kind of see we're in overtime now. That's actually extreme overtime. We really should have seen a correction somewhere around this resistance level, about 393. This happens a lot. When resistance levels get broken, they go hard and they go fast. Now, that really doesn't matter, going into a resistance level when we have TD sequential kind of notifying us that we have, we have a state of exhaustion. Truth be told, the price should be much lower than it is right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if the price does retrace down a little bit further. But generally speaking, that's pretty much where we're at right now. One thing we could also look at too here, let's take a quick peek at fib. Pull this guy up. Take a look. We can see the resistance zones right here. So I would say right now, $4.23 is probably a strong likelihood of a support level that'll be tested here soon, where it's going to come down and kind of average itself out around there. So 425 should be the new support. We should expect to see that bounce off of that within the next 12 to 24 hours, because this is obviously a decent bull run here. And I would feel that 450 will be passed soon, and we'll see 525 as the next major milestone. But all in all, 1 inch has tremendous potential to 2x from where it's at right now. I think once we see the all-time high broken, we're going to probably see this continue to take off. So 1 inch has similar tendencies to BNB. In other words, kind of just, it's one of those tokens that ramps up really hard, really fast, and it has a tendency of going on very healthy bull runs. In other words, like what we're seeing here so far, a 5 to 10% increase every single day for a full 2 or 3 weeks. That gets you really far, really fast. So I like the fact that it's so far so good, but if we just get a little bit more consolidation, we'll be in much better shape. I'm going to feel more comfortable with that. So yeah, anyways, big picture, I would say 2 to 4 weeks from today, absolutely, we're going to be testing and breaking 525. I would say by year end, it's very likely the all-time high will be broken. And that's just, pretty much, the fact of the matter is it did very, very well leading up to the Elon candle. You can kind of see here, right around May 10th, 11th, started to lose a little bit of steam, and it just got pushed down really hard. But 1 inch is a good, good quality coin or token, of course, and I think that it will definitely continue to progress. And we'll probably see some all-time highs later this year. That is my speculation. So hopefully you all got in somewhere around $1.50 to $2 or $1.50 to $3, because that was a really awesome price point. So yeah, if you like what you see here, of course, please consider subscribing. Just know I do have a Patreon community as well, trading community essentially, where I share all my trades with my members. So check that out in your own time. Of course, I have a descriptive video so you know kind of what that entails. But really, bottom line is that it's growing fast. And of course, it's a really cool experience for all of us because we're all learning and growing together. I'm getting to see some really cool traders become better, more confident in their own abilities. But what's great too is I'm able to share all my trades with my members as well. And I average about 80-85% success rate with my trades, and we all do very, very well together. So it's a really cool environment. We should even have trading bots that kind of help control things for us too. With the profit targets, I always have 3 profit targets and sell targets as well. So obviously check that out again in your own time. Thank you so much either way for checking out this video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Take care.